welcome to this Tune In Tuesday. Today we're going to do a little Qigong practice, lying down Qigong practice. Okay. Okay, so is this okay? Can you still see me? Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, I see. I can see myself. Okay. Okay. So we start on the ground. And let's just come to a nice, just laying flat. That's called mountain pose. And just really begin to come into this stillness, just breathing in and out, noticing what it feels like to be grounded on a surface. Even just being grounded on a flat surface, like being grounded to the earth, can really make us feel more balanced because we're held in every part of our body equally. So just see where the points of contact are and see if you can kind of, feel into those below your ankles, behind your thighs, your back, the back of your head. And how we begin this practice, let's just take actually a couple breaths in through our nose, maybe all the way down to our diaphragm, and a breath out nice and long. Really noticing how we're starting out and maybe being surprised by how tight we can be. Remember, a lot of us are in protective mode. Protecting, bracing. Our body thinks that there might be a threat or danger, so let's let it know that it's okay to let go of the muscles that we're tensing, to just melt into the surface, really noticing the tempo of your breath and whether it's shallow or if it becomes a little slower and deeper. That's all the beginning of the rest and digest. And then let's bring our hands into, say we are going to put them together like a prayer, and your elbows are out. And we are going to lift our elbows toward the sky. At the same time we do that, right now, if you can flex your feet so that your feet are going forward, like they are at the other end, like they're facing in the opposite direction. And we're going to lift our feet, just our feet, not off the ground, but just back towards our hands as we lift our elbows at the same time. So it's like you're flapping up one, and your feet are going up two, back and forth. So it's just the movement in your ankles. 3, 4. The Chinese love 5s, 15s, and 30s. And just so for brevity, we are doing 5 movements of each. Usually I will do 15 of anything that involves all the parts of the body, and then 30 of all. I forget it. Just watch the other video if you want to see what the other is like. So that is the first move. The second is inverting our wrists. So now the back of your wrists are touching, but you're also putting them back on your chest. So this is even more like the funky chicken. And now bring your feet so that your toes are now facing your knees as much as you can, not much, just a little. And while we go down with our arms, with our elbows, we're also going to push our feet back. So it's 1, take a breath up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I was saying about this practice, the reason I love it, it literally uses every tendon, muscle in our entire body. So now we're going to bring our elbows like we're in a goal post. The elbows are on the ground beside us, but our hands are facing the ceiling. And we're going to use our ankles and wrists at the same time. And we're just going to spin our wrists and our ankles at the same time. First going clockwise, 5 times around, nice and slow. Just moving. You can feel your ankles and then we're going to go the other way for 5. You can feel just all these little, like if there's any holding or any stuckness, we're just moving that around. Ankles and wrists at the same time. Great. Now you can take your left hand and put it on your tum, right on your belly, and you're going to take your right arm and put it out to the side, parallel, perpendicular to your body. And we're going to bring that right arm up across our body. And we're going to sway it back and forth like a piece of kelp. So even when your wrist needs to bend a little bit, just let it bend. Go as slowly as you want, pushing energy, pushing air, and really feel what that feels like to push the air through your body onto the other side. Your hand doesn't come all the way down when you go back to the right. And just do that 5 times, letting it flow in the air. Nice. And when you're finished with that side, place your right hand on your belly, taking your left arm out and bringing it up and crossing over your chest around to the other side of your body, bringing it back, flowing your arm with your wrist back and forth, moving energy. It's just like you're cutting through this beautiful energy that we can't even see. We do this 5 times. Nice. Okay. And put our arms down now. And the next move is going to be bringing your legs up, your knees up. Oh, sorry. Actually, forget that. Forgot one. Go back down straight. And so in this case, you're going to take your right arm and go behind you. You don't have to go all the way back because we're actually going to be extending it out. We doesn't need to touch the ground. At the same time, you bring your right arm in, like you're going to bend your right arm, like you were a robot. You are going to bring your left knee in, but you're not touching them together. It's just parallel. So it's just like you're going to bring your left leg and your right arm in at the same time. If you can see me, it's like this. They're both at a 90-degree angle. And then you go back. Neither touches the ground. You're just rocking them back and forth, stretching out your hip as well as your shoulder. And just do these nice and slowly. 3, 4. The same time you're doing a little bit of ab. It's kind of like a crunch without getting your body off. And now we're going to do the other side when you're ready. So left arm comes back, right arm is going to be used. Tighten up your core a bit and just bring your leg and arm bent 90 degrees in the center, back down. Just feel what muscles are being used and feel what muscles are not being used. Just keep going for a second. Gotta let somebody in here. Okay, and when you're ready, just rest back down in mountain pose. That same movement, bring your right arm over your head again, straight back. And then we're still going to use the left leg at the same time. But this time we are going to bend our leg and our right arm, and we're going to try and come close. We're not going to touch, but we're going to meet right by your belly button and then come back. This is just a little bit different. You might notice that this feels just a little bit different. This is actually more like your your standard crunch, but without using, getting your back off the ground. You might feel a little heat coming on, so never feel like you have to do. We're just doing 5 and then coming back down when you're ready. These are nice and gentle, so go at your own pace. And when you're ready, bringing your left arm down over your head, engaging your right leg. And let's slowly meet in the middle with our right leg and our left arm. 2, we're just doing 5, 3, 4, and 5. All right, let's go into mountain pose and just take a check-in here. Scanning your body, seeing if you do feel a little more heat within your entire body. We are going up and down and moving energy around. And let's just take a couple breaths here. Noticing what was active and what muscles haven't needed to work yet. And so now we're going to bring both legs up so that your knees are pointed at the ceiling. And we're going to take your right leg, cross it over your left knee if you can. The left leg is still bent. And we're going to take both of our hands. The right hand is going to come to the right knee. The left hand is going to come to your left foot. And we are going to, as gently as possible, slowly bring that leg, just pulse it toward your body, toward your face. We are not striving here. We are not pushing here. We are gently like holding our leg as though we could cradle it and just slowly, and you will feel that on the right hip, on the right outside. We are stretching the right hip. And we're only doing 5 of those. And then we're going to gently, this is the fun part, we're going to take our left leg and drop it down so that your right leg is going to fall out of your hands. And you're just going to let it go down as far as it can go. So your right leg is still crossed over your left. And then you're going to bring your right hand onto your right thigh. And you're going to do those tiny, tiny micro pulses. 1, just pushing the leg down, but not hard. 2, 3. If any of this doesn't feel good, please don't do it. You can either imagine it happening or you can just not do it altogether. And when you're finished with that, you're going to bring your right leg up to your hand, up to your kind of bent up. And you're going to take your hands and you're going to lock them underneath your right thigh. And from here, we are just going to trace circles on the ceiling, just bringing that leg counterclockwise or clockwise around 5 times. We are giving a major, and then going the other way, little movement in this hip area, which is a very big place that we hold tension. So bringing this around 5 times, and then really giving that leg, nice job leg, and we're going to switch, bring the right leg all the way down, just for a moment, just to see what the different hips feel like. The one that's been stretched a little bit and been mobile, and the other one. Just see what that feels like. This is what mindful movement's all about. Just sort of like, what is that like? Then we'll bring both of our knees back up, feet on the floor, knees pointed to the ceiling, cross the left leg. This is my hard leg, very stiff, over the right leg. So it's in a figure 4. And then we're going to grab the right hand on your foot and the left hand on your knee. And as gently as possible, we're going to rock that foot toward your chest. Or not, you might just be happy staying right here, just really looking out for you. Just doing that 5 times. And let's let the right leg now fly down to the floor. Your left leg goes right with it, has no choice. And we're going to place our left hand on the left leg, the left thigh, and we're going to gently, gently give that a nice little tender tap, a little push. 3, 4, 5. And now we'll take that leg, bend it up, the left leg, put our hands behind our left hamstring, and we're going to do those circles. So circling, tracing your knee in circles on the ceiling. 3, 4, 5. And the other way. And the circles can be as big as you want them to be. They can be small if your leg is pretty, your hip is pretty tight. Or as you get going, you can make them just a little wider. Whatever feels good to you. Nice. Very good. So now let's bring both legs back up. Feet are on the ground and your knees are pointed to the ceiling. And we're going to bring our hands together and our knees together, actually in your feet too. So feet, your legs are just all the way together in this position, all the way, knees, your feet are touching, and we're going to bring our hands together too. So it's like we're clapping, but we're just keeping them together. And we're going to have them kind of parallel to our head. So they're bent and they're clasped. And we are going to, at the same time, we're going to take our arms and widen them out and bring them down, the elbows down on either side. At the same time, our legs are coming out as far as they can go. And when you can't go any further, you come back up and meet them. Slowly opening both arms and legs and coming back at your own pace. This is 2. We are stretching our elbows and our hips and our shoulders. And believe it or not, there's a little core work too. And final time. And now just stay here with your arms and legs touching for a moment. You are going to take your left arm and put it back on your tongue again. Right on your stomach. You're only going to use your right leg and your right arm. So we're going to drop that down, but you're going to keep your left leg pointed to the ceiling, your knee to the ceiling, and your hand stays where it is. And you're going to bring this up. So this actually takes more effort on the right side of the abdominals. And you're going to do this 5 times. So we're just using the right side. It's a little trickier. Just doing that 5 times. Yeah, and when you're ready and finished with that, you can bring your right hand down onto your stomach. Your left hand kind of comes up in the air, and you're just going to use the left side now. So bringing your left knee down to the floor and your right elbow. Seeing what that feels like on this side. Trying to keep your right knee steady and your right arm steady so that it's only the left side doing the work. You can definitely feel that your abdominals need to work. And 5. Nice. Okay. The next move is to bring your hands, they can be on both on your stomach. And we're going to bring our knees together. And we are going to just take our knees. This is a spinal twist. We're going to take our knees, just kind of make them fall to the right as far as they can go. Your feet are still on the ground, and bring them up to center and bring them to the left side. If you want, you can have your hands down by your side too. Bringing them back up, and you don't have to go far. Just go as far as feels comfortable for you. And we're doing this nice and slowly, just rocking, coming through center, going to the other side. Seeing how this feels in your lower back. We're moving all the spinal fluid as well as moving more space in your hips. And now bring your knees up to center and just hold for a moment. We're going to take our hands together in that prayer pose again. And we are going to drop our knees to the right like we just did, but we're going to drop our hands in the prayer position to the opposite side as we take our head that same way. So it's like we are doing a real spinal twist, but ultra slow, bringing our hands through and legs through center at the same time, and then dropping them again in opposite ways. Our head matches our hands. Sometimes this can feel really nice. Bringing up through center, pausing with as your hands and knees meet, and then dropping them over. Just as far as feels good for you to go. Nice. Let's wait for everyone to catch up here. And we're going to prepare now for a hip raiser, whatever the heck you bridge. So put your hands flat next to you, palms down, and we are going to raise our hips 5 times. So really slow. So 1, 2, doesn't feel good for you, don't do it. 3, 4. This is good for lymphatic drainage as well. 5. Now here's where it gets a little crazy. We're going to take our hip and scoop it to the right, and then bring it up and then scoop it to the left. So we are trying to do a full circle rotation with our hips. And if it's too much for you, just watch or imagine. Remember, visualizing is the same as doing it. Our brain doesn't know any difference. And when you're done, you can go and swoosh your hip to the left, bring it up, swish it to the right, come back down, graze it against the mat, swish it to the left, all the way up, swish it to the right. So we're doing circles in the opposite direction. These are a lot of work, so if you're not feeling up to it, that is perfectly fine. This is the last of the hard ones that we'll do. One more time. Okay, let's extend our legs. See how that amount of exertion felt. And now while we're here, we're gonna the movement's gonna be just from our hips. We're literally gonna extend one leg a little bit longer than the other, like bring your right leg as though you're trying to stretch just your right leg further than your left leg. And then go the opposite. It's like your hips are going, whoop, whoop, whoop. So one leg goes longer, the other leg goes longer, but you're gonna do this 5 times. Do you feel that stretch in your hips? It can feel nice after we did that. Okay, yeah. And then if you have your arms straight down beside you, palms down, we're going to bring our shoulders up and around, and then let your hands kind of go back on the surface, whatever it is. So we're just bringing our shoulders up and then pressing up against the ground surface. We're going to do that 5 times. Stretch our shoulders out. Nice. Okay. And I just forgot that there is one more that's a little tricky, but if you don't want to do it and you're getting beat, then we only have 2 more things left. But I forgot that this one is a little bit more challenging. So bring your arm all the way back up if you want to do it behind your head. Your left leg is engaged, and we're just going to have your left leg meet your right arm in the air. Again, it's like a can't remember the word. Just keep going. It's like a sit up, but you're not moving your your butt or your body off. Just your arm and leg are coming. When you're finished with that, take a breather in between, then bring your left arm. We're going to do the right side. Your right leg and your left arm are meeting in the middle. If this feels okay for you, just 5 times. You can tap your knee if you can. If you can't even have them tap, that's fine too. Nice. And let's rest in mountain pose. The very last thing we're going to do is we're just going to move our neck. So you're going to look to the left, come back to center, look to the right, come back to center. Just do this 5 times on each side, giving our neck a little stretch out. And then just come to stillness on your mat in mountain pose, or some people call it Shavasana.